what is that, your C-band radar. Okay, look here now, your FP is equal to 100 hertz is taken. Okay, you will understand that relation now. We know from the earlier discussion, the multiples of FP will be the blind speed. Multiples of FP will be the blind speed. Correct? No? All of you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you go back to your previous lecture, if the frequency is FP, then 1 FP is the first blind speed, 2 FP, 3 FP, 4 FP, 5 FP and all. So now you look, you're able to see this, I mean, your screen, my screen?
Yes, sir.
All of you? So look there. Now FP is taken as 100 hertz. So what happened? There is the first blind speed at 100 hertz, then 200 hertz, 300 Fs. That means the integer multiples of FP, there is a blind speed. So V1 is equal to 100 hertz and V2 equal to 2 times of V1, that is a 200 hertz. So integer multiples, that means the Vn is equal to n times of V1, where n is the multiple integers. That is varying from 1, 2, 3. You can take 0, but 0 means it is not the velocity, and so on. Maybe capital N now. Maybe capital N. So V1 is equal to V1, V2 is equal to 2 into V1, V3 is equal to 3 into V1, then V4 equal to 3 into V2. Right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the another PRF, not just like that randomly, following some pattern I'm going to select now. Following some pattern. We can select randomly also, kuch nahi hoga, but if I select with some ratio, some pattern, some mathematics, I can predict where will be the first blind speed. I can predict where will be the first blind speed. So depends upon the maximum Doppler that I need to process using this radar. I can decide the ratio, I can decide the equation, so that I can predict or I can estimate to what level I need to push the first blind speed. Push the first blind speed. So what I will do now, I apply some simple relation here now. Simple relation. It is something like this. Simple relation, something like this, means your F1 by F2, suppose F1 by F2 is equal to, I'm taking the relation, something like that. F1 by F2 is equal to N2 by N1. N2 by N1 means this FP is nothing but FP. FP1 liko. FP1, FP2 is equal to N2 by N1. N2 by N1. From here, the FP2 is equal to N1 by N2 into FP1. Into FP1 now. The N1 and N2 are called N1 and N2 are just integers. Just integers. Just integers, right? N1 by N2. And N1 is typically less than N2. N1 is typically less than N2 means, okay, we will go to that one now, right? And N1 greater than N2. What happened? These two are integers. Listen, dear students, we have chosen already FP1 is equal to 100 hertz. FP1 is equal to 100 hertz. So we got this response, right? From where we got this response? This is the single delay line canceller. It is a single delay line canceller. So 100 hertz one blind speed, 200 hertz, 300 hertz, 400 states. So now I'm going to choose another FP because I go to vary the FP now. That is called a stacked PRF. So the system will be operated with 2 PRFs or 3 PRFs or multiple PRFs. Depends upon the requirements. Now we will operate the system with 2 PRFs now. So PF1 is randomly chosen in the sense considering all the radar parameters and expecting the maximum range, Doppler, all those things, FP1 has been chosen. So that FP1 equal to 100 Hz now. I'm choosing the FP2 such a way that some fraction of FP1. For example, I'm choosing N1 is equal to 3 and N2 is equal to 4. Substitute here now. This is the randomly I'm choosing the number. Two integer numbers now. Right? We here in this case, N1 is less than N2. N1 is less than N2. So therefore, 3 divided by 4 into FP1, that is FP2 is chosen. 3 divided by 4 into FP1. That means FP2 is a fraction of FP1. FP2 is a fraction of FP1. Another thing, the FP2 is less than FP1, because 3 by 4 is less than 1. 3 by 4 is less than 1. So 0.9 or 0.8, 90% of FP1 is equal to FP2. So whenever I choose the N1 is less than N2, N1 is less than N2, then FP2 will be less than FP1. Alternatively, if N1 is greater than N2, then FP2 will be greater than FP1. Means, you listen, whenever we choose N1 is less than N2, then the 100 Hz is there, no? If that is the FP1, then FP2 will be less than 100 Hz. Will be less than 100 Hz. Or if you choose N1 is greater than N2, then FP1 is 100 Hz and FP2 will be greater than 100 Hz. Greater than 100 Hz now. So now I am choosing this relation, that is FP is 3 by 4. So I am using 3 by 4. 3 by 4 now. 3 by 4 times of FP1. Now you run here. You look now that the first one, you see my legend, right? So the TP1 is at 100 Hz, 200 Hz, 300 Hz, 400 Hz, 500 Hz, 600 Hz, and so on. And the blind speed of the second PRF. Second PRF is, see here, that is 75 Hz. In this case, F2 is equal to 75 Hz. How F2 equal to 75 Hz? You substitute there. You tell me the FP2 value. FP2 equal to 3 by 4 into FP1. FP1 is 100 Hz. So what is the FP2? You calculate and let me know.
75.
So the 75. So we got the first blind speed at 75 Hz for the FP2 concerned. So second PRF, first PRF concerned, first blind speed is at 100 Hz and so on, multiple numbers of 100 Hz. Second PRF concerned, right? Second PRF concerned, the first blind speed is 75 Hz and second faulty speed is multiples of 75 Hz. You see there 150, 149.150. The cursor I am keeping, right? So 150, then 150 plus 75, 225, and in the order of multiples of n's. I mean, the multiples of FP1 is the blind speed corresponding to first PRF, and multiples of FP2 is the blind speed for the second PRF. Understand? So if the target is not detected in the first PRF, if the target is traveling at 100 Hz Doppler, that cannot be detected by the FP1, but it can be detected by the FP2. Because FP2 does not keep the blind speed at 100 Hz. In alternatively, if the target that is a 75 Hz Doppler it cannot be detected by FP2, but that can be detected by FP1 now. So the 100 Hz blind speed, also the 75 Hz blind speed is made null and void. Means one will be picked by another PRF, and that another one will be picked by another PRF now. So because of stacking the PRF here and there, means in between 75 Hz and 100 Hz, you can pick up the target that is traveling at 100 Hz as well as 75 Hz. And it's a multiple orders. 200 Hz also can be detected. Understand now? And then 150 also can be detected. So the Dopplers can be detected. But now the problem is Now the problem is now, it doesn't mean that the blind speed is completely removed off. The blind speed is not completely removed off. There is still the blind speed. Just we pushed the blind speed away. Just we pushed the blind speed away. In what ratio we have pushed the blind speed away? You go back to this equation once again. You simplify this equation further, right? This equation is equal to 4 times of FP2 is equal to 3 times of FP1. That means there is still the blind speed. That blind speed, there is still the blind speed at 4th FP2 and 3rd FP1. At 4th FP2 and 3rd FP1. You come now. You look here. This is the 3rd FP2. 3rd FP2 and 4th FP. So 3rd FP1 and 4th FP2 will merge together. At that point, if the target is traveling at that much Doppler, the both PRFs will miss the target, will miss the velocity, will miss the target. Now you look there. Just 1 second, I will come. Five minutes. So look there now. So you count now the TP1. This is 1 and this is the second blind speed. This is the third blind speed. Understand, third blind speed. You look there, 300 hertz. Right. And then you come to FP2. First FP2, second FP2, third FP2, fourth FP2. There is a blind speed. So at this point, both PRFs are responding 0. So if the target travels at 300 hertz Doppler, your first PRF also will not tell you, second PRF also will not tell you. Therefore, by stacking the PRF, selecting the FP2 3/4 times of FP1, your first blind speed is shifted to 300 hertz. It is not at 75 hertz or it is not at 100 hertz. It is shifted to 300 hertz now. So the blind speed still occurs at 300 hertz now. So by changing this ratio, it is possible to shift the blind speed far away from the Doppler band, from the Doppler band now, right? So I enlarge the signal. You look there at 300 hertz, both PRFs gives you 0 response. Look there, absolutely 0. So if the speed is 300 hertz, then your both PRF will miss the target. Both PRF will miss the target, right? However, a target is lost on both PRFs when the blind speed occurs simultaneously. Means that means at the 300 hertz, the blind speed of both PRF occurs simultaneously. So if the 300 hertz is the Doppler speed, it will miss it now, right? So by choosing some other value, you can shift it now. For example, I choose some other value, right? But if you choose some other value in the sense, you can choose maybe this is 4. This is 4 and this is 5. This is 5. Now you run. Where is your blind speed now? You calculate and tell me where it should be now. It is shifted from 300 hertz into 400 hertz now.
Yes, sir, 400.
Yes, sir.
400 hertz now. So you can shift the blind speed now. Suppose I am looking 1 kilohertz is my Doppler bandwidth of this particular radar. So accordingly, we have to choose the ratio, right? So that you can shift your first blind speed far away. So what happened? Suppose instead of the integer number, why N1 and N2 should be integer? If it is not integer, if it is a part of the FP2, then you cannot estimate where the blind speed, where the first blind speed occur. For example, 4.5 I'm choosing now. 4.5 I'm choosing now. So you tell me, where is the blind speed now? Nowhere it is there now. See, within 1 kilohertz, nowhere it is there now. It is randomly shifted somewhere. So we do not know where it is now. So you need to go for longer time analysis or you go to make one lookup table. So tuning becomes a problem now. Because whenever we operate the target at this FP, we will come to know the blend speed is this much. Then this FP clear blend speed is this much. So whenever simultaneously we are stacking in between these two, the blend speed is this much. So your algorithm can quickly predict it now. If you choose the fractional point instead of integer number 3.5, 3.8 to 4.5, definitely the blend speed will occur somewhere, but we have to analyze it longer frequency, maybe at a 5.5 kilohertz, something like that. Understand now? So normally we should shift it by the integer number. We should shift it by the integer number. Whenever you choose the fractional point, then you should have the Pakka lookup table. Pakka lookup table now. Right. So by varying the N1 and N2, that is the advantage of selecting FP equal to some ratio, fraction of FP2. FP2 now. So alternatively, suppose if I am choosing some other value, instead of 4 by 5, I am choosing 5 by 4. 5 by 4. So what happened now? You look there. You look now. 5 by 4 के लिए क्या होगा? 5 by 4 means it is the second is
500 hertz.
500 hertz now, right? And then another thing, now the second PRF is higher than the first PRF. Blind speed में, correct no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
The FP2
Yes, sir.
is
Yes, sir.
V1 of FP2 is at 125 hertz and V1 of FP1 is at 100 hertz now. So because we have chosen such a way that the second PRF is blend speed is at a higher Doppler than the first blend speed, So N1 is less than N2, FP2 is less than FP1, N1 is greater than N2, FP2 is greater than F1 now. So in the same way, you can go for this equation, it's something like that. So you can write the equation like this, N2 FP2 is equal to N1 FP1, right? And then you can go for N3 FP3, and then you can go for N4 FP4 also. So you can go for multiple stacked PRFs. So this equation gives you 4 different PRFs now. So by combining together, you can shift, you can predict, and you can shift your blend speed far away. You can push it far away from your Doppler print band. That is shifting also within our control. That is shifting also is within our control now. So N2 FP2 equal to N1 FP2, N3 FP2, N4. So whenever you are using F4, there will be a one. This whole condition is valid at one instant of time. That instant you will have the blind speed. Like we had here N2 FP2 is equal to N1 FP1. At this instant we had the V1. At this instant we have the V1 here. Right now, so when this condition becomes true, that means fourth FP2, third FP1, or third FP2, fourth FP1, first V1 will occur now. So the stacked PRF is essential. So this is the concept behind the stacked PRF. So you can steer the PRF any value in order to move your blind speed away. So it is not at 100 hertz, it is not at 100, now it is at 500 hertz. You can move to 600, you can move to 700, you can move to 2 kilohertz, you can move to 8 kilohertz now. So you keeping the blend speed somewhere is possible only by the stacked PRFs. And then tuning also is not that much high frequency now. Only the stacked PRF is happening only within 25 hertz difference. So 125, 25, 1 divided by 25. So that much time only you have to change in the switching period now, right? So with this one, I will stop because the people came here for some electrical work. We will continue tomorrow. We have to see what is the filter attenuation, improvement factor, matched filter, and then CFAR. 4 topics are still pending. Tomorrow we can finish. Any questions, please ask me. Just
Sir,
1 minute. Open the door. Let the fellow start the work. भैया आओ. एक बजे बोलते हैं ना, बिकॉज़ 1 बजे तक हम परमस मीटिंग था. सर बोलो. खड़ा रहने के लिए खड़ो. ये वो का स्ट्रांग नहीं है, ये स्टूल ले लो. ये खराब हो गया, वो उतना स्ट्रांग नहीं है ये. मेरा भी हाइट इतना वजन नहीं. बट वो पूरा प्ले होता है. आप चेक करो चलेगा ना, ले लो. नहीं बिस्किट वगैरह तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा. हां नहीं सिर्फ पक्का ये तो निकालना पड़ेगा. You can keep here also, no problem. But वो साइड में करो उधर इधर इधर रखो, no problem. Okay, please ask me, Prasad.
Yes, sir. Sir, if FP2 and FP1 approximately equivalent, then we'll see the blind speed. But if more different, like example 4.5, then I have not seen the blind speed. But it should be occurs. Correct, no, sir?
Correct. If that means no, suppose if you choose this is 4 and 3.5 FP, no, then the condition should be valid. If it is not valid, no, then it will go somewhere, no. But see,
Yes, sir.
irrespective of your, I mean, if you choose this is the 3.5 and 4, no, 3.5, 4, no, then also this condition will meet because your FP is the function of this two only, no, FP2.
Yes, sir.
But what happened that the whenever this condition, the true condition will not tell you that the blind speed. It will be shifted somewhere after several orders.
Yes, sir.
That is why N1, N2 should be integer number. Any more questions?
So, Sunil sir, how frequently you have to change the PRF set, sir?
How frequently you are telling?
PRF set we have not 10, 15 PRF
very
sets.
good, very good. But actually, it depends application now. There are three types of applying the stacked PRF. One is scan to scan you can apply. Scan to scan matlab no. Suppose we started surveillance 360 surveillance now. So we started here. We are operating with one PRF, then completed full surveillance. Then you change your PRF 2, again PRF 3, then again PRF 1, PRF 2. That is a scan to scan approach. Scan to scan stacked PRF. Second thing is deval to deval. Deval to deval means how long you are forming your signal on the target, right? Time on the target, TOT now. So first pulse you are sending one PRF. Second pulse another PRF. Third PRF. Fourth PRF. That is a deval to deval. Another one is a pulse to pulse also. Means every pulse you are varying it now. Every pulse you are varying it. So depends upon the application we have to choose.
Okay, sir.
No any standard things. Main depends upon. I mean, if your velocity is very high, and then your range ambiguity is very high, and then multiple Dopplers are traveling there, multiple targets are there, then you have to you have to tune it at a high rate. Depends upon the field requirements. Anil, okay, Anil?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Any more questions from anybody? Okay. If no questions, you can exit. You people can exit.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.